So after I have created my test cases, I can go in more than one direction. I can begin on going further or deeper in those test cases and add steps, data, and expected results to them. I can add my test cases to test cycles, and I also can change the structure of the test case, the priority and the component and so on, and the estimated time. So all of this is part of test implementation. If you go back to the test process after analysis and design, so analysis means that we analyzed our work products and began to create our scenarios from them, and then we created our test cases. After this, we begin to add our test cases to the test suites in order to run them. But if you noticed in the fire scale, there is nothing that's called test suite. So the term test suite is popular in software testing. Some tools use it like TestLink, but in the fire scale, no. We just have folders and we have test cycles. So let's, for example, add more information to some of our test cases. If I open the login with empty email. So login with empty email. Here, for example, what is the precondition? We can say login page is opened. If I add this precondition, so in this case, inside my script, I will not add the step which is open the login page. Okay, so I can either add a step that's called open the login page here, or add it as a precondition. Okay, what is the correct choice? You should ask yourself, is this step part of testing this functionality or not? If this step is part of testing this functionality, then you should add it to the steps. If it is not important to test it, in this case, you can add it as a precondition. Here, so login with empty email, this is not high priority. This can be normal or low. Okay, so I can say low because the most important thing is to log in with valid email, with not signed in and so on. And the status, okay, I can say that it is reviewed, so now it is approved, and then I can add, for example, 1 minute, right? So hour 0, minute 1. This estimation is good to know how much time will it take you, okay? If we have component, we can say front end or mobile. So there is a problem here that you can't add the same test case to two components. This is not good in the fire scale. Then the script, so I have opened the login page here. So I will provide, I can say leave email field empty, okay? And then at step, we can say enter a valid password, right, at step, and then I can say tab on login, tab on login, okay? And the expected result, user is logged or not logged in, no, of course. So an error message appears around the email field and a descriptive message appears. So some applications just tell you, okay, something went wrong. What is the thing that went wrong? I don't know. So this is important. It should give you an error message that tells you where is the problem, okay? So empty password, the same. We can make it low, and then the priority or the status is approved. Save. Let's go back to our test cases. So like you see here, this is the priority. This is the status, okay? Then, for example, invalid email, we can say this is normal, yes, and it is reviewed, approved. Sometimes we have a person who writes the test cases and another person who reviews them. Some companies do this. So next we have login with invalid email, okay. Yes, navigating from login to forgot password, this is high, of course, high. Okay, and this is reviewed. Then we have, okay, it is still draft, approved, it is not saved, okay. The priority should be high, save. Let's go back to our test cases. So now we have 5 left. Show password functionality, well, in my opinion, this is normal, but it is approved, save. And then if we go back, login in landscape, this is low because this application mostly will be used on mobile phones, not tablets. If this application is going to be used on tablets, so in this case, landscape is important. So the last 3 test cases, forgot password with empty email, no one will do this, low, approved. Okay, we have 2 test cases left. Forgot password with valid email, this is high, this is important, and it is approved. And the last one, forgot password with wrong email, we can say normal and approved.